From the total of 25 bowls, we have used the 9th bowl, Upyog Bara, to understand the nature of knowledge, both general and specific. Jai Jinendra, I Devanata coming up with my team with the topic, the 9th bowl, Upyog 12. What is Upyog? The word Upyog means utility. To utilize the knowledge and perception is known as Upyog. It simply means to use the power of soul to obtain knowledge and perception. Upyog is divided into two parts. Sakar, which means determinate knowledge. It consists of 8 different types, 5 Gyan and 3 Agyan. Anakar, which means indeterminate knowledge. It consists of 4 Darshan. 12 types of Upyog are 5 kinds of Gyan: Mati Gyan, Shrith Gyan, Avdi Gyan, Manapravigyan, Keval Gyan. 3 kinds of Agyan: Mati Agyan, Shrith Agyan and Vibhang Agyan. 4 kinds of Darshan: Chakshu Darshan, Achakshu Darshan, Avdi Darshan and Keval Darshan. Now let's see, what is Gyan? One who obeys the command of Lord Mahavira is called as Samyaktvi, and those who go against the words of Lord Mahavira is known as Mithyatvi. Gyan is something which we know about all the elements of universe. By understanding the 12 types of Upyog, we can accomplish our goals of attaining salvation, that is moksha.
Now let us know about the 5 kinds of Gyan. Number 1, Mati Gyan, that is perceptual knowledge. What is Mati Gyan? The knowledge of the present that occurs with the help of 5 senses and the mind is known as Mati Gyan. It is divided into 2 parts. Number 1, Shrith, that is knowledge gained by reading and listening, and the second one is Ashrith, that is knowledge gained naturally without reading or learning. There are 4 types of Shrith Gyan. Number 1, Avagraha, that is sensation, the ambiguous generic knowledge gained by the sense organs about an object with or without contact. Example, when we hear some loud noise, we guess that some mishap has happened. Number 2, Iha, that is speculation. This means to speculate or further analysis of the object which is cognized through Avagraha is Iha. For example, when we go nearer to the noise, we see a large crowd and some vehicles and guess it should be an accident. Number 3, aware, that is perceptual judgment, means confirmation or determinate knowledge about the matter speculated by Iha. Example, when we reach the place and see everything, it is confirmed that it was an accident. Number 4, that is dharana, retention. When the knowledge acquired through aware becomes so entrenched that it is retained in the memory, and it is called dharana. Next types of Mati Gyan is Ashrith Gyan, that is they are divided into 4 types. Number 1, Autpatiki, that is presence of mind, the intellect that has not been obtained without reading or learning in the past and increases one's ability to give reasonable solution in times of troubles. For example, Abhay Kumar. Number 2, Vani, knowledge due to humbleness. It is gained due to humility or respectful behavior towards Guru, Acharya or teachers, etc. Number 3, Karmiki, that is efficiency due to practice. The intellect that comes from practice while doing work. For example, as soon as the doctor checks the pulse rate, gets to know about the problem because he practices it daily. Number 4, Parinamiki, is knowledge due to experience. The wisdom that comes with growing age and experience is called Parinamiki. For examples, elders. The next Gyan is Shrith Gyan, that is verbal knowledge. There is an interrelation between Mati Gyan and Shrith Gyan from a longer period of time. Mati Gyan is helpful in the development of Shrith Gyan. Shrith Gyan is based on Mati Gyan. What is Shrith Gyan? To know exclusively the things known through Mati Gyan is Shrith Gyan. Shrut Gyan is also what we read and learn from the scriptures. There are 14 types of Shrut Gyan, and those are Ashur Shrith, that is syllable, Anshar Shrith, that is unspeakable, Ang Shrith, Ang Braha Shrith. With the help of Shrut Gyan, we know clearly all the objects with the perspective of substance, place, time and modes. One who practices Shrut Gyan with modesty and single-mindedly worships it completely can attain salvation, that is moksha. In the same way, the one who discards Shrut Gyan and finds faults in it wanders in all the four gatis or states. The next Gyan is Avadhi Gyan, that is clairvoyance. Avadhi Gyan, the kind of knowledge, has been called Avadhi as it cognizes the corporeal objects without the help of senses and mind within the limitation of substance, place, time and mode. For example, a person having this kind of knowledge knows about past, future for a certain time span. Avadhi Gyan is of two kinds, Bhav Pratyek and Shayo Shamik. Bhav Pratyek, Avadhi Gyan, which is attained right from the birth and remains only in that life, is called Bhav Pratyek Gyan. Hellish beings and heavenly beings and to be Tirthankaras possesses this Gyan. Shayo Shamik Gyan, the Avadhi Gyan that is obtained due to shedding of Gyana Varniya karmas. A person obtaining this type of Gyan can even lose in that life, and it can vary from one person to another.
Gyan. It is a complete knowledge of mental states of living beings who have a mind. With this knowledge, one can know instantly what others are thinking. It is acquired without the help of mind and five senses, with the limitation of substance, place, time and mode. This Gyan can be attained only by monks. This Gyan is mainly of two kinds, Rajamati Gyan and Vipulmati Gyan. The person having Rajamati Gyan understands the mental state of being in a general way without attaining deep knowledge. For example, a person having this would easily understand that someone has thought about a pot. The monk having Vipulmati have an instant and elaborate knowledge of the mind and the senses. He would understand in specific what the other person is thinking. For example, someone has thought about a pot which is made up of silver and is filled with milk, etc. Manaparvaga Gyan doesn't come along with birth. It comes with rigorous spiritual practices. After Jambu Swami got enlightenment, Manaparvaga Gyan has become extinct. Fifth, Keval Gyan. The fifth and final knowledge is Keval Gyan, which we all want to achieve. A knowledge which is achieved after a being is devoid of attachment and hatred. Keval Gyan refers to the ability of having knowledge of corporeal, non-corporeal, gross, stubble and all the substance with all the modes at all places and in all times. For example, if we pour one drop of water in our hand, then we are able to see it clearly. In the same way, with Keval Gyan, we are able to visualize all matter present in three time zones, that is past, present and future. The actual aim of our life is to understand ourselves as to who we are actually and what is the purpose of our birth. When one attains Keval Gyan, then she becomes a liberated soul. Let us learn about Agyan. Agyan, nescience. The literal meaning of Agyan is absence of knowledge. But here it does not mean that. It means knowledge due to perverted faith. A person who has perverted faith may attain knowledge, but due to his perversion, his knowledge is called Agyan. Agyan is of three types. Mati Agyan, perceptual nescience.
It means knowledge of object obtained by mind and the five senses due to subsidence of mati, jnana, varan, karam. In a person with perverted faith, knowledge is knee science due to its association with perverted faith. Just as when a good person is also known as bad because of the company of bad people. Now, the second one is shrith agyan, that is verbal knee science. This agyan is the opposite of shrith gyan. It is obtained by reading, listening, understanding the meaning of the scriptures and due to the subsidence of shrith Jnana but is associated with perverted faith which occurs due to the rise of Mohiniya Karam. As it has been told about Mati Agyan and Shrut Agyan. Similarly, due to the race of falsehood, Avdi Gyan also turned into Vibhang Agyan or Avdi Agyan. Mind reading and omniscience are acquired only by qualified spiritual aspirants. Only, and they can never be acquired by people with perverted faith. Therefore, ray science is of only 3 types and not 5.
4 types of anakar upyog, that is indeterminate knowledge, are as: number 1, chakshu darshan, which means ocular perception. The generic knowledge of an object acquired by visual sense organ on account of destruction comes subsidence of chakshu darshana varnya karam is known as chakshu darshan. Number 2, achakshu darshana, which means non-ocular perception. The generic knowledge of an object acquired by visual sense organs other than eye, that is gestatory, olfactory, auditory sense, and mind on account of destruction comes subsidence of achakshu darshana varnya kari is known as achakshu darshan. Number 3, avdi darshan, which means clairvoyant perception. Without the help of mind and the senses, the generic knowledge of corporal that is obtained due to destructions and subsidence of avdi darshan varna is called avdi darshana and it is conquered with avdi gyan. Number 4 and the last one is keval darshana, which means omniscient perception. The generic knowledge of all substances in all places at all time intervals in all the modes due to destructions and subsidence of keval darshan varna is called keval darshan. To be able to know and visualize past, present and future as well as the matter with clarity is known as keval darshana.